Starwood Show at late night, nothing but illustrious guests. The hits continue. Miro, who do we have in the building tonight?
Legendary thespian and super dad, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Mackie in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise, please. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right. You know
Black
what it
Captain
is?
America, y'all.
Did you just burp on my name, dog?
Nah.
Was that a burp? Maybe?
You know what I'm saying?
Little guess. Listen, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you get a little flatulent when you're talking to a superstar. Anthony Mackie. How's it going, my man?
What's good, brother?
Man.
How you doing?
What's going on? How y'all doing, man?
We good, man. We
you know
good.
what I'm saying? We good.
Are you out in LA?
No, man. I live in New Orleans. I'm in the real LA.
You in the real LA?
No, he's in
Okay.
New Orleans. Okay,
You
okay.
in
that's
New Orleans for real? Okay.
So, first of all, off top, how you feeling? How's Anthony up here?
I'm great, dude. I'm as good as I've been in a while. You know, for me, you know, as sad and as hard as COVID has been, the isolation of it has been very informative about the person that I want to be moving forward. So I'm excited about what's to come in the future.
That's good to hear. It's a positive mind state right there.
Yeah.
All right. I was going through, looking through streaming service the other day, and I saw a photo of you. And you know what? Without even looking at the review, without even looking at the name of the movie, I had to press play because that's how we go. You know, everyone in the hood loves you. Yo, shout out to you, Outside the Wire, a great movie. You said you was doing things in that movie. I gotta ask, those stunts. Was that putting wear and tear on your body? Because you were beating people up in that movie, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not a spa dude. I'm not a massage dude, but I was literally going to the spa once a week because I was wrecking shop, man. All those jumps, and I was doing a lot of like Tai Chi and yoga and all that stuff, trying to get limber. But it was a lot of work, man. It was a lot of work.
Where did you film that at?
In Budapest. And if you've never been to Budapest in the summer, I recommend you get a flight and stay at the Four Seasons in Budapest in the summer.
Okay. What are we missing? Paint a picture for us. What will we see? What do we need to experience there?
I'm just saying, it's just like people from all over Europe doing the thing in like a real cool, sexy way. The drinks are flowing, the restaurants are good, and the just there's very enjoyable eye candy.
Okay, all right.
Hey, don't get me in trouble, bro. Don't get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Oh man.
No, I'm talking about the architecture.
Oh
and
yeah, the art. You know, like
Europe. It's Europe.
Yeah, the aesthetic. Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, so listen, you've done Broadway, you've done, film, you've done television. Like, what is your kind of like your passion, your I wouldn't say favorite, but the most passionate about? You know what I'm saying? Because we know you cashing in Marvel checks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But beyond that, like, what do you enjoy the most?
I love theater, man. I feel like there's a connection. There's a reality that you face with the audience in theater that you don't get any other medium. I mean, in New Orleans, we call it call and response. But when you're on stage and when you're doing a play, you can feel if the audience is with you. It's like when you go to a concert and you're connecting with that person on stage, that performer can feel that energy from the audience.
We got to talk about Striking Vipers, bro. We got to talk about Striking Vipers.
All right.
You know what? No, it was a great episode of Black Mirror. The acting in it was incredible. Like, you got everyone in that was amazing. What was it like when you first read that script? Because that was just like out there.
You know, it was interesting because I had been begging to do Black Mirror for like 3 seasons before that, because it's one of my favorite shows, and what the producers and everybody's able to do it is really interesting. I love the idea of recontextualizing reality, recontextualizing history, and looking at it in a different way. So when I read the script, I was really impressed by the idea of the bromance, because we've all seen when you out with your boy, y'all chilling, having a good time, and his girl call, and he's like, shh, be quiet.
Yes.
She can't hear me having fun.
Right. You with your boys, you having a good time, you ain't doing shit. But if your girl hear you having fun and she's not there, it's a problem.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
So most of the time, and you don't have to speak on this, I ain't trying to get no married people in trouble, but most of the time, you love your girl, but you really just want to be hanging with your boys.
Right.
It's a time for everything.
And a lot of times it hurt when you have to leave your boys and go home to your girl.
All right. Yeah.
My wife knows. You ain't putting nothing in danger, bro. This is 10 years plus. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, listen. You got me on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm off.
Oh man.
4 kids, bro. I mean, like, I got 4 myself. You know what I'm saying? What's it like to be a father to 4 sons, man? And that responsibility as a man. You know what I'm saying? As a black man in America.
It's funny, man. My boys, they're better versions of me. Like, I give them a lot of kudos and respect because they're very good, decent people, and I've become a better man by being a father because I've seen traits and things in myself that I don't want to pass on to my kids. Being a parent, that kids are blank slates. So if you raise them to be assholes, they're going to be assholes. My kids, they don't get the whole idea of what's happening in America today because they see, people as people, and they love and respect their mothers. So they love and respect their aunts. So they love and respect women. So I don't have to teach them that women are equal. They know women are equal because their mother is equal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a great experience just to watch them grow and learn from them as much as they learn from me. It go way past changing diapers and making macaroni and cheese when you become a parent.
Facts. You got to get into the deep stuff. Yeah.
Right. When you had them conversations, like when you walk in and your 11-year-old is watching like 3 girls bouncing on a trampoline. It's like, yo, what are you doing?
Whoa.
What are you doing? I thought we had a browser set for this. What are you doing?
Parental controls. Controls.
So what else are you working on right now? Are you just chilling?
Right now, dude, there's a lot of little projects I'm working on in New Orleans, like family stuff, and really just getting into this producing game. Like, we're producing Outside the Wire and it being the #1 movie in the world. It's opened a lot of doors, a lot of conversations are being had, and I want to, a lot of people don't realize that the world exists outside of New York. If you talk to anybody, the only place anything happens is in New York, but New Orleans got a story too. And I feel like it's my job and my duty to tell that story.
Definitely.
Listen, as a born and raised New Orleans boy, is Drew Brees finished?
Wow.
We gotta talk. Is it over? Is it the end of the chapter? Keep it funky.
This dude threw a Mike Tyson uppercut in the middle of the...
I apologize for that, man. Wow.
Has the Drew Brees era ended? Is it Jameis? Is it Taysom? Who's up next in your estimation?
I will say this. Drew has left a phenomenal legacy in New Orleans, and he will always be a son of New Orleans, just like Frankie Beverly and Mays, just like Tina Marie.
Woo.
But
nice.
He has completed his journey in making us a football powerhouse. I think if you look 5-hour drive from here, there's a young man named Deshaun Watson. And the scariest thing in the NFL is Deshaun Watson with Alvin Kamara in the backfield, Michael Thomas in the slot, and Emmanuel is running down the sideline. With our defense, that's the scariest thing as an opposing team. That's the scariest thing you can think of. Now, I'm not going to tell Deshaun how to handle his business, but if you want to come to a city where he'll be appreciated and win a Super Bowl, I'll
drive. You let him know. You just letting him know. You're putting it out there.
I'll try to pick him up and he can stay at my crib.
Hey, he might take you up on that offer.
Yo, Deshaun, there you go.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
Yo, man.
Anthony, New Orleans, big food place. What's the best restaurant in there? What you would recommend someplace there? Because every time I go to New Orleans, I'm just blown away by the food, man. Like,
I'll tell you this. My spots are the local, like, quiet spots. Like, we have a restaurant here, Dookie Chase, that's just, like, been a staple in the African-American community for almost 100 years now. And if you ever watched that movie, The Princess and the Frog, it was based on the woman, Leah Chase, who started Dookie Chase. And she created this, like, community with this restaurant. And for a long time, it was the only place where Black people who had money could go to a restaurant and eat. So, it's a pride of New Orleans, and the food is amazing. There's there, if you want a good steak, there's Crescent City Steakhouse. Your po' boy situation, you got to go to Parkway Tavern, get the French fried po' boy, and tell them you want the roast beef gravy on top of it. Get it dressed, no hot sauce. Tell them you want a dressed French fried po' boy with roast beef gravy.
Okay, I gotta remember that.
Yeah,
That's super specific, so that has to be good.
Yeah. It'll change your life.
You're talking to a certified fat boy right now, but I'm excited.
Already picturing it.
When I'm in New Orleans, they call me Fat Mackie, so it's a problem.
Hey, Fat Mackie.
So the best fried chicken in the city, the best like chicken in general, right around the corner is called Willie Mae's Scotch House.
Okay, I think I've heard of that before.
It is take your crew, take your camera, go in. You got to see the brothers busting up this kitchen and churning this food out, dude. It is some of the best food in New Orleans, off the beaten path. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Do you miss now with all the the pandemic and everything being shut down? Do you kind of miss because New Orleans is a party city? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you is it still have that? You still feel that energy in the air, or is it like what I mean? Are people missing it? You know what I mean? Like.
No, I mean, New Orleans is different because the party never really leaves. I mean, everybody's sad because all our festivals and Mardi Gras, everything got canceled. Like, that's hard. But even with them canceling Mardi Gras, the whole city has decided to decorate their houses like Mardi Gras floats.
Oh, okay.
So
keeping the spirits going.
Yeah, it's like you can cancel the party, but you can't stop the party because we're a party institution. So it's. The neighborhood bars are still open. The neighborhood restaurants are still open. The people are still getting it how they can get it. But the great thing is now there are fewer tourists. So anywhere you want to go is wide open.
Gotcha.
Right. So you played a lot of little pivot. You played a lot of iconic characters. Who is the one that people yell out when they see you in the street? Instead of saying Anthony Mackie, what are they yelling out? Yo, Falcon, yo,
Papa Doc.
Yo, Papa Doc.
You know what? It depends on who the person is and where I am.
Right.
Like if it's a kid or a middle-aged fat dude, it's Falcon. Like if it's like people our age, like 35 to 45, a dude who got who's just a regular down dude is Papa Doc.
Papa Doc.
If
I can see
somebody
it.
in the military is Hurt Locker. If it's a sports person, is We Are Marshall. It all depends on who the person is.
Gotcha. What is it like working on those big Avenger movies? Because for a movie like Outside the Wire, that's not as big as a production for the Avengers. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the big sets, a big production, or does it not really make a difference?
No, it's a 50-50, man. It's sometimes those big productions can be a lot of fun, but sometimes the smaller ones can be just as much fun. We had a great time shooting Outside the Wire, and it was a pretty small production. I mean, we made it look much larger than the budget and the production actually was. But, when we were shooting Falcon Winter Soldier, when we were shooting that in Atlanta and Prague, that's as big as a production as you can get, hundreds of millions of dollars. But at the same time, there's a certain disconnect because there's so many people there. You have 250 people a day on set that you just form these little pods, these little communities. So it's difficult to be grounded in an environment like that. Whereas Outside the Wire, everybody has to come together every day and make it work. So it's a 50-50 split.
Right. Cool. So is there a more of a level of intimacy, with the crew and the cast or whatever on a smaller production versus a Marvel joint? Or is it you know what I mean? Y'all still chill together, you know what I mean? Yo, Chris, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let's have a beer between takes or whatever, you know what I mean? Type of situation.
In between takes. Yo, pop that Henny, we about to shoot it.
Oh man, that's real.
Nah, it's on the Marvel sets, it's a real sense of intimacy because everybody. I mean, the guy like the prop guy. I've known him for almost 14 years now. You know, like we've
Right.
seen each other's kids grow up. You know, it's like you have all these people who come back time and time again, and you see them year after year after year. So you have a relationship with them. Whereas every time you do a different type of movie, it's a new crew, new person, new thing. Like now, I've shot in Atlanta so much that I pretty much know all the crew people in Atlanta. So I can walk on to movies I'm not even on because I know.
And you see people.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Nice.
Like, yo, that's
always-
that's the key grip from what is on? Hey, what up? What up?
Oh, it's a good feeling. Yo, Anthony, thank you for taking time out your schedule to sit down and chop it up with us. You know, we're huge fans and always watch whatever you're in. And listen, everyone that comes on our show is an illustrious guest and gets a neon bodega sign. What would you like your neon sign to say?
A neon bodega sign. I would like my sign to say Mackey's Place.
Mackey's Place.
Mackey's Place, y'all. You know what I'm
Dr.
saying?
Mackey's
And I'm-
Place.
My porch, where I'm hanging up on my porch and turn it on so everybody know where they at.
Mackey's Place. You know the
There you
vibes,
go.
yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Anthony Mackie in the building, yo. Go
Yes,
watch
sir.
Outside the Wire. It's a good film. He beats
New
people up.
Orleans own. You know what I'm saying?